What's going on, everybody? Welcome back into another video. Breaking news in the world of the Arizona Cardinals slash the NFL. And I can't wait to dive into this, ladies and gentlemen, because it's just good news heading into 2025. As you already know, the Cardinals have the most cap space that they're going to have under the tenure of Jonathan Gannon as well as Monty Ossenfort. So a lot of Cardinal fans are hopefully, fingers crossed, expecting big moves to hopefully take the next step from the 8-win team that we were in 2024 to hopefully winning a playoff game here in 2025. But let's get started here. Let me just give a huge shout out here to the sponsors of the AZ Sports Fan here on YouTube, and that's going to be BetUS. Looking for a brand new sportsbook? BetUS is the way to go. Currently, right now, if you use promo code YouTube150, they will provide you with a 150% sign-up bonus on your first deposit and a 125% sign-up bonus on the following two. That's going to be using promo code YouTube150 upon signing up. Of course, bet responsibly and bet within your means. But ladies and gentlemen, let's get started. All right, breaking news in the world of the NFL slash the Arizona Cardinals that, the cap space is supposed to be projected to go anywhere amongst the realm of $277.5 million to $281.5 million. It's going to fall somewhere amongst that realm. Now, I believe the I believe the NFL's cap space before this move is going to be made was falling around the realm of about $255 million in cap space. I believe that's kind of where it was at. Big jump. Big jump here for the world of the NFL and the Arizona Cardinals. It almost kind of feels like a little poetic, right? That this is supposed to be the year that we're making those big splash moves. And guess what? We got 20 plus more million dollars to kind of work with. So hopefully Monty Ossenfort get us a playoff caliber team so we can finally start competing with the best of the best. Now, huge shout out here to Over the Cap for already getting this situated here and already getting the cap space stated, right? They got projections right now on overthecap.com. So let's go ahead and take a look to see where we are falling at in terms of who's got the most amount of cap space in 2025, right? Now, before this move was made or before this breaking news dropped, the Cardinals were, I believe, at the 5th spot with the most amount of caps space. Now we're sitting at the 4th spot, right? We're kind of floating around the 4th and the 5th spot, kind of going back and forth. But man, oh man, we are projected to have about $76.4 million in cap space. Now, Cardinal fans, we're all expecting for the Cardinals to potentially extend Trey McBride. And of course, if that happens, that cap space drops. But the Cardinals can make some moves to either A, restructure contracts, open up more space, or decide to cut some players, right? So anything can change from here on to the beginning of the 2025 official start of the NFL season. So really excited about that, but definitely huge news for the Cardinals. Hopefully we spend this money wisely. All right, let's get started here and let's talk about the other news that I want to drop and talk about here. Now, if you guys didn't know, or if you're not on social media, there is a big time player on the Chiefs that most likely was going to hit the open market, but there was still some intrigue of how the Chiefs are going to tackle or, maneuver this move because they got a big time, really good guard that's going to hit the open market. And there was a report coming out here from Pro Football Talk saying this report: Chiefs are not expected to franchise or transition tag Trey Smith. Y'all, guess what? The Arizona Cardinals need a right guard. The Arizona Cardinals need guards on their offensive line. Why not get one of the best guards that can be available? Now, I understand it. I already saw the projections out there where he could potentially go. I ended up seeing a tweet out there or a post on X/Twitter basically saying, oh, the best spots for Trey Smith to potentially land, right? And nowhere was the Cardinals on this list, right? You saw like the Patriots, you saw the Bears, you saw other teams out there, but the Cardinals weren't there. Let's live in a world where if the Cardinals do take a swing in getting a guard like this, how massive it would be, right? Because I've said this once and I'll say this again. The Cardinals have a lot of needs still. Entering 2024, a lot of needs. Entering 2025, we still have those needs, right? Edge rusher, trenches in general on the offensive side of the ball, defensive side of the ball. Some people out there might say quarterback. Some people out there might say cornerback. Some people actually might say middle linebacker because maybe Kazir White might hit the open market because of obviously that whole, cryptic post he had on Instagram about basically thanking Arizona for obviously the time that he had here. Hey, it's time now. Year 3 of Monty Ossenfort, year 3 of Jonathan Gannon. It is time now to compete with the best of the best, and adding a player like Trey Smith would be absolutely massive for the Arizona Cardinals offensive line. And doing a little digging on where he plays, right tackle. Guess what? The Cardinals right now, we are kind of in flux when it comes down to that right tackle position. We got 2 players right now that are set to be free agents. One of them being Evan Brown, which was our primary left guard. And then our right guard was Will Hernandez. Unfortunately, he got hurt, right? Let's say we live in a world where the Cardinals do go after a Trey Smith, right? And we can use that great piece on the right guard, right? So what our line would look like, and like I said, holes galore still. So if we get that, then we would have Paris Johnson Jr. Heck, we can use Isaiah Adams, which we've seen some flashes here and there. Rookie that we got out of Illinois this last year. He's a couple little flashes here and there, but maybe we can make him the left guard of the future. Center is still going to be Fro Holt. Right guard, Trey Smith. And then right tackle, maybe we give, Jonah Williams another opportunity, right? I know Kelvin Beachum did a good job in, taking the place of Jonah Williams when he was hurt. But technically, Jonah Williams is still under contract. Now, can we release him? Can we open up more space if the Cardinals do decide to do something with Jonah? Yeah, we absolutely can, right? But that would be a massive upgrade if the Cardinals were to do something like that, right? And going after a Trey Smith. Now, here's the question, right? Because the Chiefs aren't going to franchise tag him or, transition tag him, it makes sense, right? If you look at the cap space, the Chiefs, they don't have a lot of money. The Chiefs do not have a lot of money this year when it comes down to the 2025 offseason. They're projected to have anywhere upwards of about like $7.9 million in cap space. So they might have a lot of decisions to be made. And Trey Smith is not the only player that they probably are going to lose to the free agent market, right? So Cardinals, please at least keep an open mind to potentially bring in this huge piece and make our offensive line just that much better. Now, if you take a look at the top paid guards in the NFL right now, the guys that are getting paid those big bucks, and most likely Trey Smith will be getting paid those big bucks, this is going to be around the realm where we're probably going to have to be focusing on, right? So again, shout out to Over the Cap for obviously providing us this information. Now, I'm going to focus on the right guard because that is where Trey Smith was playing. You got players like Chris Linderbaum, Robert Hunt, which is a big commodity a couple years back, and he was signed to the Panthers. Samuel Cosme, but these type of players, they're getting paid upwards of about $18 to $20 million a year. And I'm talking about the creme de la creme, right? The best guards in the NFL. $20 to $18 million. Now, can market go a little bit up? Yeah, maybe. Maybe we're going to be talking about somewhere around the realm of maybe $20 to $22 million a year, but I think Trey Smith might be worth it. And it would be a huge upgrade to the Arizona Cardinals offensive interior line on the right-hand side. I understand it. I like Will Hernandez as well, but it might be time to move off if we can get a deal like Trey Smith. Now, if we don't go after him or if we don't get him, then I'm open arms, man. Will Hernandez, please come back for another 1 year, and hopefully you can stay healthy. But there is a lot of holes on the Arizona Cardinals offensive side of the ball. But this is going to be around the market, right, for a Trey Smith if the Cardinals were to go after a guy like that. So it's going to be big time money. But like I said before, this is the year to do so. As of right now, there should be no excuses for the Arizona Cardinals. We got to go after those big names out there that's going to make a huge impact for the 2025 Arizona Cardinals moving forward. So, and another huge shout out here to BetUS, which is powering the AZ Sports Fan throughout the entirety of the NFL season. Let me know in the comments below, and don't forget to smack the like button and subscribe on the road to 17K. Can't do it without you guys, but let me know in the comments below, would you like the Arizona Cardinals to potentially land a Trey Smith in this year's free agent class? Let me know in the comments below. Appreciate y'all for tuning in as always. Have a great rest of your day, and go Cardinals.